on our weekly episode of the Lifestyle Corner. It's been 2 weeks without seeing you guys, and I hope you missed me as I missed you guys. On today's episode, Reginald Bakwena and Thapong Visual Arts Centre, who is the coordinator there, I think for 21 years now. And we also have Batsirai Muskwe, who is a Zimbabwean visual artist who was here on a 2 months exchange program here. And we also have the beautiful and elegant Lera, who is a musician here in Botswana, but we will see her later on the show. The two gentlemen here today, let me take this chance and opportunity to welcome you to Lifestyle Corner.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Batsirai Muskwe, briefly introduce you to our viewers at home who Batsirai Muskwe is and what is all about.
Greetings, Botswana. My name is Batsirai Muskwe. I am a visual artist. I work in paintings, mixed media sculpture, and also some printmaking. Yes, I've been an artist for close to 30 years now. Yeah.
Actually, older than me. I'm only 23 in the next few weeks.
Okay.
Mr. Bakwena.
Yes, my name is Mr. Bakwena, Reginald Bakwena. I work for Thapong. I'm also an artist by profession, and also a curator, also a critic in terms of the arts in general, and also do a bit of research on the development of the contemporary art in the region and in Africa. And you know, it's good to have Batsirai with us, and also to have the arts life with us. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Bakwena, you are talking about how it's important to dominate art in the region and everything, which brings me to my next question, which is about the exchange program, where you had the honor to host Batsirai Muskwe for 2 months here. Briefly tell us about what is the aim of the exchange program and what it tends to do.
As Thapong, you know, we see it very important to have the local impact, regional impact, international impact, because we are not an island. I mean, we are not an isolated people. We need to be able to interact with different artists in order to improve our creative understanding here, as well as in order to improve our creative knowledge in the country. We need to bring artists from other countries. We've been, according to research and according to some other reports, we have realized that most of our creativity, especially at the visual arts, we lack, there's something like we are going down a bit. But through making this thing to work very well, we need to bring in different minds. You know, we need to bring in some workshops. We need to bring in some, reshape our thinking, as well as defining it. You know, you see countries like Zimbabwe, I will talk about it because he's here. They have reshaped their identity in terms of the visual arts, and they have reshaped the identity even in terms of their cultural identity. That's what we should do in our country, whereby, and that's why we were able to invite him to come here in order to share what he has with our local artists. It's very important for our local artists to know what is happening even in the region. And for him to be here, it was an opportunity for them to know. Sometimes you can say we are the only people facing problems here. You never know what is your brother facing there. You know, we face problem of lack of skill development, capacity building. We face a problem of market. We face a problem of exposure. We face a problem of even knowing the opportunities even in the region, even in outside. Now, for him to be here, it can give us a clue on all these kind of things. Okay. And you know, as the people in the region, we must work together to break the boundaries. That's why the show was called Breaking the Boundaries. Yeah. And his being here, he had an opportunity to work with different artists in the center.
Uhuru Kope, the one he hosted.
Uhuru Kope is one of our professional artists. Sometimes it's good also for him to share with our professional artists also to, you know, because the exchange program is exchanging of ideas.
I think to hear about that,
Yes.
let's bring in Mr. Muskwe to hear about from him. What did he make of the exchange program? Why did he decide to honor the invite and come here in Botswana and do the exchange program for 2 months here in Botswana?
Yeah, the exchange program was a good program. And why honoring it, you know, I'm sharing in the same sentiment with Mr. Bakwena that, you know, things have to start like in the region. Yeah. So, you know, you cannot rush to go to other places other than being where you're close to. So I was quick to respond to the initiative because, you know, I knew that I am close to home. And you'd also probably find, you know, that you're going to learn a lot of things from the program, which was what actually happened, because I was able to learn quite a number of things, you know, learning the different cultures, learning the different art styles that are here, because, you know, I understand that, you know, if you go to different regions and different places, you find different kinds of, you know, processes, procedures, and techniques of doing things. You know, you can identify like this is Botswana art, this is Zimbabwean art, this is such and such a country's art. So, you know, I was privileged to be here and experience all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are saying that you managed to compare and contrast between Zimbabwe and Botswana, and you had the man ready about you, like knowing things that happen in Zimbabwe and things that happen in Botswana. Briefly, tell us what did you make of Botswana's art industry, and how did you perceive it? Are Botswana being stagnant, or they're heading in the right direction so far? Because last week you had raised that they should take their art international.
Yeah, I'll start with your first question, compare and contrast. It wasn't more of a compare and contrast kind of situation. It was rather an exchange program, you know, where we exchange what is happening from both places. Yes. And also at the same time, you know, it was rather a complementary initiative. So we were complementing each other, you know, and, you know, exchanging. So yes, there are things that you would notice and you would want to encourage, you know, like I was saying the first time we spoke, that we need to see Botswana out there, you know, Botswana is missing somewhere. So they need to, you know, start really getting out there and be known. Yes, there are some prominent Botswana artists that are out there and doing great things, but we are looking forward for numbers, you know, people to be there in their numbers. Yes.
Mr. Bakwena, you had the honor of hosting this prominent visual artist here who has a career that spans over 30 years. What did you make of his stay in Botswana since the 2 months is nearing completion now?
It was wonderful because we had an opportunity to work together. Even me, myself, I know, because I just mentioned that I do also a bit of critic. Somehow I was always in his studio talking about his work and then seeing what he's doing every day, also, you know, contributing to what he's doing. And he had an opportunity to go to some exhibitions, some competitions, to, in order to experience the culture, even to experience the level of artworks we are producing. It was so exciting to work with him, and he got experience. We need people with experience. Even the show was very successful in such a way that we are planning to have more of this kind of exchange programs, whereby we influence the creative industry here, especially in terms of the visual arts, and that's how we can improve. Because in visual arts, you see that most of our artists are self-taught, and they need to be encouraged. They need to see some other self-taught artists like him to come to Botswana and experience what they are producing. Because some of these things, sometimes you'll be afraid to get into them. You say, no, I don't have that education. I don't have that. But you know, art is something that is God-given. It's not something that you need to force yourself to do. It's just a passion. I always say that. This is the passion. If you don't have it, don't do it. Thank you.
And Mr. Muskwe, before you, I know your 2 months is almost about to complete.
Yes.
There's the camera. So you can see your goodbyes to Botswana at home and our viewers.
All right. It's been lovely being in Botswana. I experienced a lot of things here, you know, and I love this place. There's a lot of warmth in here, and people have been hospitable in such a great way. And I made friends, I made family here. I learned, some of the language, which I'm still learning.
Yeah.
But greetings, yeah. But it's been wonderful. Yeah. Botswana has been great, and I look forward to more engagements, maybe people also coming to Zimbabwe on probably a same initiative, and they see what's happening in Zimbabwe, because, the art scene in Zimbabwe is bubbly, so they could be encouraged, just coming to individual studios, individual, art residencies that are happening there. But Botswana has been great.
Okay, that was wonderful. Our viewers at home will be going to a commercial break where I will part with these two gentlemen that I had here today, and then we welcome on the show Lera, who will continue with after this commercial break. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our lifestyle corner episode Reginald Bakwena and Batsirai Muskwe on the first part of the show. We now welcome Lera, as I've been telling you that we have her in the studio. Lera, welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Wonderful.
Era.
Okay, so let's just get on to it. Lera, just tell people who Lera is for those that are not accustomed to you, honestly.
Okay. Lera is basically an artist. I'm a singer, I'm a dancer, I'm a vocalist, I'm a lyricist, I'm a presenter. So basically I'm a whole definition of creativity.
Wearing many hats.
Yes.
Wow, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Yeah, and maybe how many years have you been doing music, honestly, or like you are relatively new in the industry?
Yeah, music, I think I started singing when I was 12 years old. That's when I started discovering that I can actually sing.
Was it at church like most artists?
Well, yes. Yes, it was actually a church. And then after that, Beketsa Namo My Star, back in 2017, Beketsa Kelemo Top 6.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe since you started music at church, I could ask you, what really drew you to music? Like, we see people like always complain about the music industry in Botswana and are choosing to abstain from it, but you decide to just dive into it and continue with it. So
well, I wouldn't say I started music back in church. I just started being exposed to singing back in church.
Okay.
Yeah, but then music from a very, very early age because my dad came out time music.
So it runs in the family.
It runs in the family.
Oh. It's in the DNA.
It's in the DNA. Yeah. So that's how I got exposed to music. So because of that, I loved it. I loved listening to it. I loved dancing to it. But then discovering that I could sing, it was when I was 12. Yes.
And then you just decided to, okay, this might be my green pastures.
Yes.
So what do you make of the music industry in Botswana? Many people are complaining about the industry, but it seems like you are keeping your head above the waters.
The thing is, there's no way go even when you are working as a normal person, you still have your own complaints, you understand? So Korela, the music industry, it's out there in the media and everyone is knowing what is going on.
And everyone has a comment about it.
And everyone has a comment about it. So people are thinking, music industry, but then they know her even behind the scenes, go to officing, it's still the same thing.
The toxicity is everywhere.
It's everywhere. So music, that honestly is just a job. To me, it is a job. Yeah.
As long as you get to put bread on the table at the end of the day.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so you have collaborated with the likes of Chef Gusto. I know you have a song with him called Timeless.
Yes.
So what do you make of not getting the recognition from Botswana about the song? Because looking at the fact that you have been around, you even have collaborated with the likes of Chef Gusto, who has a big hit with Priscilla.
Exactly.
So why are your sentiments about the whole thing?
Well, I think The album, kana album I think got expensive music.
Yeah.
Album I think it's soulful music. So soulful music takes time to penetrate the market. But heights and I don't know if you get me.
No, I get you.
Yes.
Like it's not
So-
everyone's cup of tea at the most of the time.
It's not what?
Everyone's cup of tea. Like people are on tour, piano.
Yes, people happen these days. People were with that guju 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 guju
Yeah,
and tara,
yeah,
and then after that the song you had more people.
You see?
So that type of music that we did, more expensive music, it's a soulful piano type of house. So it's anako to penetrate the market. Yes. So that's the reason why he released it. It didn't just get into But trust me, all the music in there, it's worth to listen to.
Is that your plea saying to Batswana? Please go and listen to expensive music by Chef Gustos.
Yes, it's not even a plea. I'm sure they're gonna listen to it, especially my song.
Yeah.
They're gonna love it.
It's the best of them all.
It's the best.
I hope that at least listen to you. He has all our hallucinations. He always raves about it.
Yeah.
So maybe since you have collaborated with the likes of Chef Gustos, what can you expect from Lera for the remainder of the year? I think it's only August now, this week, so you are left with less than 4 months in this year.
Yes, so there's something that I already have that I'm about to release in 2 weeks' time.
In 2 weeks' time, okay.
2 weeks' time, the song will be out, and it's a hit.
It's a hit.
It's a hit.
Before it's even published.
Yes, it's a hit.
You just feel it.
I can feel it.
Wonderful.
But Batswana
wonderful.
will love it, yeah.
So maybe I could ask you, who would you like to collaborate with in Botswana and internationally?
In Botswana, someone that I'm good. Hi, bro.
What do you have to say about the local artists?
You know what? I want to collaborate with Samantha Mogwe. I want to
Mogwe.
collaborate with Zeus. Yeah, I want to collaborate with those two.
Why them?
Why them? Those people they're actually good at what they're doing. They're very, very good at what they're doing. Yes.
Yeah, and I concur with you. Internationally?
Internationally. Ke batla Sanel.
Sanel. Have you tried reaching out to him?
Well, not for now.
Okay. You are still gathering yourself and getting the courage so that you can do so.
Not really the courage, but I'm still gathering my profile.
Your profile?
Yes.
Okay, no, that's great.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you make of the local artists relocating to South Africa and pursuing music there? Like recently we have seen Gina Stone, the one from Kingston.
Yeah.
In studios with Kelvin Mom, Nana Bones, like securing the bag, which
Yes.
is what we want.
Exactly.
So what do you make of that? How do you perceive it?
Well, I'm very, very happy, honestly. Like, I'm very, very happy because I think I saw the post Yahaga last week. Yes, I'm very, very happy that artists, because at first, the artists in Editaba who crossed.
Cross the border.
Cross the border, hey, what if I'm gonna be exploited? Hey, what? So a generation, I love the fact that we're actually very courageous. If we're given a chance, we jump. So I feel like our generation is actually gonna reach the highest. For example, Energy just only Lioness. You see?
Lions Ratan.
Exactly.
Yeah, the one who collaborated with the likes of Caswell, Makazi.
Exactly,
and
yeah.
then we have Hurricane, DJ KSB, and our Thomas Entertainment.
Exactly.
So are those footsteps that you want to follow in, if the chance comes?
Well, yeah, that is the footsteps that I want to follow, and I want to go beyond that.
You want to go beyond that?
Yes.
Aiming for the stars.
I am going to go beyond that.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. You should have the confidence in yourself and aim for the stars.
Exactly.
Okay. Our viewers at home, that was Lera. We were talking about her music industry and her perception of the music industry in Botswana. We will be heading to our commercial break where we will still continue with her, where she will give us a bit of performance and we play a game with her called Would You Rather, where we will get her views on some things in the world. Okay, thank you. madume o tswana so ke re ke tsa swa se jo amogela gape back to our lifestyle corner episode le hore etla ntse re na jalo le Lera, who will continue with our conversation after the wonderful conversation we had in the first part. Lera, I told you we're going to play a game called Would You Rather.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
So would you rather have a hit single that everybody knows or an album that is appreciated by the few, like the minority group?
Hit single.
Hit single. Why would you rather have a hit single?
Well, a hit single is gonna help me penetrate the market. Then after that, I can do that album.
You can do the album.
Yes.
Plus, people are moving away from albums. I don't know why. People prefer dropping singles.
Yeah.
And also, would you rather collaborate with your idol or have complete work over your single or your song or your album, whatever it is? Or you
Collaborate with my idol.
collaborate with the idol? That's what you wish for?
Yeah.
Over everything?
Everything what? Exactly.
In the music industry.
No, not really over everything, but then given a chance, if I am right now in the music industry and pushing my things, right? But then my idol goes like, I want to collaborate with you.
And who is that
definitely.
idol? And who is that idol?
It's Sia.
Sia.
I love Sia. I love Sia so much.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And then we head on to our next question. We had, would you rather have a long-standing career or like a short one in music fraternity?
A long-standing career.
A long-standing career. You want to be the likes of Bosedin, like recently she performed at the Paris Olympics after her short illness,
Yeah.
like the stiffness. So that's the longevity you want.
Exactly.
Even when you're old.
Even when I'm so old. Yeah.
Would you rather be known for your live performances or your recordings? Like
Live performances.
live performances.
Yes.
So you like live performances?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's great. And would you rather tour the world or stay performing to the minority crowd, like in the corporate events, or do the musical tours like we see with the Chainsmokers?
Isn't it
Coldplay?
obvious? Isn't it obvious?
Because we
I
never know.
want to tour.
Because we never know the type of person you are. Maybe you are scared of the crowd and you'll be like, no, that's not my area.
Then what am I doing here?
Then you're extroverted.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's your type of scene.
Yes.
And we really love to see you on that stage one day.
Yes.
Performing in the big crowds, like the way Amapiano is doing, performing in Portugal, performing in America,
Yes.
and sold out shows.
Yeah.
So we are rooting that for you. Hopefully you reach that milestone.
I am gonna reach it.
Okay, our viewers at home, that was Lera and I bring you the Lifestyle Corner, which is our weekly episode that is brought to you by Miri and the Monitor newspapers. As I had said earlier on before the show started, I told you that Lera will be serenading us with one of her single titled Timeless, where she collaborated with Chef Gustos, one of the producer and DJ we have here in Botswana. So Lera, the stage is yours. Usher us into the end of the show.
Thank you.
You keep on telling